separation of powers is how American Republican form of government is supposed to work. There are three branches: executive branch, legislative branch that makes the laws, and the judicial branch. Traffic is always under the executive branch in the DMV. In my state, that's the Department of Safety. The Department of Safety administers the traffic law upon licensees. A licensee is someone who has the privilege of driving and operating a motor vehicle, which is an occupational calling or trade subject to the privilege law in the executive branch, served by the executive branch, overseen, supervised by the executive branch. And that branch, the commissioner, is supposed to hold what are called contested cases. That's right here. So here are the explosions. These are the cases and the controversies in that department in the executive branch. But we have prosecutors using criminal authority, which is a judicial office and judicial power, using criminal authority over here and intervening in the process. You have the prosecutor in the judicial branch crossing over and trying to administer a law criminally when the law under the Uniform Administrative Procedures Act envisions that disputes are heard in the department that is specialized. So what happens is you have people who are criminally convicted when they should be administered. Here they are going to the jail, right? They're going to the jail, convicted criminals. And what you have, it appears to me, it appears to us who are looking at the law and looking at Montesquieu's book on the law from 1748, highly influential in American government. He is shaking the current process, is shaking the foundations of the Republican form of government, interference of matters unripe for adjudication. Despite Department of Safety, it's a blockage of the operation of law. That's why the exhaustion remedy is so important, because behind the exhaustion of administrative remedy that we've been discussing and exploring is this whole division of powers, separation of powers. Montesquieu developed it, added a lot to it, giving high role to the judicial power of judging. And yet that's what we have. We have judging premature, judging of matters unripe, because traffic cases are supposed to be heard administratively by the administrator of the privilege of traffic, which is using the roads for hire for private profit and gain, affecting the public interest under the privilege. That's what driving and operating a motor vehicle is about. And our system has overturned the separation of powers in my state and yours.